Outlander fans, brace yourselves, because Season 8 is not just the end, it's the ultimate game changer. Major secrets are about to be exposed. Beloved characters face their most dangerous moments yet, and shocking new arrivals will turn Fraser's Ridge upside down. This isn't just a finale, it's a storm of twists, betrayals, and revelations that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about Claire, Jamie, and the world of Outlander. Some characters won't survive. Others might not even be who we think they are. And with time travel back in play, nothing is off limits. What's coming next will leave you speechless. Season 8 of Outlander promises to be the most intense and emotional season in the show's entire history. For years, we've followed Claire and Jamie through war, love, loss, and time itself. But now, as the series approaches its dramatic finale, everything we've held on to is at risk. Let's start with what we know. The final season will be based in part on Diana Gabaldon's 9th book, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, but don't expect a word-for-word adaptation. The showrunners have already confirmed that while the novels provide a foundation, Season 8 will also include original content, and some of it might shock even the most loyal book readers. New characters will play a major role in how events unfold. Among them are Captain Charles Cunningham and his daughter Elizabeth, who arrive at Fraser's Ridge under mysterious circumstances. On the surface, Charles appears to be a man of honor, but rumors swirl about his real intentions. Is he there to support the rebuilding efforts, or does he have a hidden agenda tied to the post-war tensions in the colonies? His daughter Elizabeth brings a different kind of energy, elegant, composed, yet guarded. Her interactions with established characters hint at alliances we never saw coming. Another new face to watch closely is Amaranthus Grey. Her family name alone raises questions. Is she friend or foe? Her connection to William and her sudden appearance during a time of crisis suggest she's holding back a crucial secret. Fans are already theorizing that Amaranthus might have ties to the time travelers. If true, this could open a door to unexpected timelines and reveal a side of history we've never seen before. But new characters aren't the only source of suspense. The return of familiar faces, some long thought gone, adds to the tension. One confirmed comeback is William Ransom, Jamie's son. His journey in Season 8 will be one of the most complex arcs. Torn between loyalty, love, and his identity, William will be forced to choose a side, and that choice could place him in direct conflict with his father. His relationship with Amaranthus Grey may develop into a powerful subplot, possibly even a romance, but nothing is guaranteed in this final season. The show has a habit of building emotional tension only to shatter expectations. Meanwhile, Claire and Jamie find themselves once again at the heart of the storm. After all they've endured, from battles to betrayals, they finally return to Fraser's Ridge with hopes of rebuilding their life. But peace doesn't come easily. Post-war tensions run high, and with new settlers arriving and old enemies lurking in the shadows, the Ridge is no longer a safe haven. Claire, drawing on her medical knowledge, becomes the community's anchor, treating the wounded, delivering babies, and doing everything in her power to restore order. But her growing sense of unease signals that danger is closer than anyone realizes. Jamie, too, faces challenges that test not just his leadership, but his very soul. A mysterious illness spreads through the Ridge, causing fear and division among the settlers. Jamie must take action, but the decisions he makes could cost him everything. A deadly confrontation looms, one that may push Jamie to the edge, and possibly beyond. And when a time traveler arrives with warnings from the future, Jamie and Claire are forced to question everything they know about their destiny. Time travel, once again, becomes central to the plot. There's a confirmed time travel event in Season 8 that changes the course of the story. It brings characters together in ways we never imagined, and tears others apart. Brianna and Roger, now parents, are caught in a painful dilemma. Their son, born without the ability to time travel, anchors them in the past even as threats in the future call them back. This emotional tug-of-war becomes one of the most heartbreaking threads of the season, and fans should prepare for scenes that will leave them in tears. But the biggest twist may involve a character long believed to be gone, Jenny Fraser Murray. Official reports suggest she won't appear in Season 8, but the showrunners have remained cryptic. Could she make a surprise return? If so, it would be a major turning point, especially if her arrival is linked to secrets about Jamie's past that have never been revealed. As the season unfolds, battle lines will be drawn, alliances tested, and loyalty shattered. Characters will face choices that determine not just their fates, but the fate of the entire Fraser legacy. And just when you think you've figured it all out, Outlander Season 8 will throw a twist so shocking, it will make you question everything. Now, let's dive deeper, because Outlander Season 8 is not just about endings. It's about uncovering truths that have been hidden in plain sight since the very beginning. As secrets unravel and loyalties are tested, long-standing fan theories may finally be confirmed or destroyed. One thing is certain: not every character will survive, and the ones who do may never be the same again. Let's start with one of the most hotly debated topics: Jamie Fraser's fate. For years, fans have speculated whether Jamie, the heart and soul of Outlander, would survive until the end. In Season 8, that question takes center stage. Early reports and leaks suggest Jamie will face a violent confrontation, possibly in a final battle, that leaves him gravely injured. There's a haunting scene in the book where Jamie is shot and nearly dies, and many believe this will be adapted into a major turning point in the show. Claire, with her unmatched medical skills, may save him, but not without cost. The emotional toll of that moment could leave both Jamie and Claire permanently changed. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts hinted at a moment that will break viewers, and all signs point to this. But the mystery deepens when you consider the time traveler's warning. Sources have confirmed that a traveler from the future returns with devastating news, an event that forces Claire and Jamie to make an impossible decision. The traveler's identity remains a secret, but theories range from Brianna or Roger returning unexpectedly to a completely new character stepping into the timeline. Whoever it is, their warning could change the course of history and put everyone at Fraser's Ridge in danger. Speaking of Brianna and Roger, their storyline takes a heartbreaking turn. Now parents, they're faced with a cruel reality. Their son cannot time travel. This not only isolates him from their abilities, but also traps them in a difficult position. Should they remain in the past to protect him, or risk everything by trying to change his fate? The emotional conflict here is intense, and it drives a wedge between Brianna and Roger. They love each other deeply, but their visions for the future may no longer align. Roger, ever the adventurer, feels the pull of the future, while Brianna prioritizes her son's safety in the present. The clash between them could become one of the season's most dramatic arcs, and fans are bracing for a possible separation. Another storyline stirring major buzz involves Amy Higgins and the bear attack. While some may see this as a side plot, it holds symbolic importance. The bear attack isn't just a random event. It's tied to rising tensions at the Ridge and a sense that nature itself is turning against the settlers. Amy's fate is tragic, and it sets off a chain of events that throws the community into chaos. Jamie is forced to make a critical decision following the attack, one that pits his protective instincts against his duty to lead. The emotional aftermath of this moment could ignite a division among the settlers and threaten the fragile peace at Fraser's Ridge. Now, let's talk about Amaranthus Grey and William Ransom. Their storyline is a powder keg of secrets, romantic tension, and potential betrayal. In the books, William proposes to Amaranthus, but her response is complicated. The show might follow this path, or completely subvert it. What's clear is that Amaranthus has her own hidden motives. She's not just a love interest. She's connected to powerful figures and may be part of a larger plot. Some fans believe she's tied to the British government, sent to gather information or manipulate events at Fraser's Ridge. If true, William could find himself trapped between love and loyalty, forced to choose between his feelings and his family. And if he discovers the truth too late, the consequences could be deadly. Let's not forget Captain Charles Cunningham, another wild card in Season 8. His arrival at Fraser's Ridge is cloaked in mystery. On the surface, he offers help and resources, but Jamie suspects something more sinister. There are whispers that Charles has ties to old enemies, perhaps even the British Crown, and his real mission could be to dismantle Fraser's Ridge from within. A confrontation between Jamie and Charles is inevitable, and when it happens, it could expose a betrayal that shakes the entire community. Meanwhile, Claire's role as healer and leader becomes even more vital. But as tensions rise, so does the risk. She faces a medical crisis, a mysterious illness spreading among the settlers that threatens not only lives but her own sanity. There's a chilling scene where Claire must operate under impossible conditions, racing against time to save someone dear to her. Whether she succeeds or fails could change her forever. This season, Claire's strength will be tested like never before, and the emotional weight she carries could push her to the brink. And just when you think it can't get any more intense, we come to the biggest twist of all, a shocking revelation about Fraser's Ridge itself. Hidden beneath the land is a secret tied to the time travelers, one that could explain the origins of their power. Some believe the ridge is a nexus, a point in time where past, present, and future collide. This would explain the frequent time travel events and the strange occurrences throughout the series. If the characters uncover this secret, it could open the door to time travel becoming more dangerous or more accessible. But that knowledge comes at a price, and someone will have to make the ultimate sacrifice to protect it. As we step into the final act of Outlander Season 8, the stakes have never been higher. Every unanswered question, every lingering mystery, and every hidden truth is about to collide in a finale that promises to be unforgettable. But one thing's for sure, this won't be a neat, tidy ending. Instead, the show is preparing to leave fans with lasting emotions, unanswered debates, and perhaps even a glimpse of what comes next. Let's begin with the biggest mystery of all, the final fate of Claire and Jamie Fraser. Throughout the series, their love has endured time, war, and tragedy. But Season 8 puts them in a position where even love may not be enough. As tensions explode at Fraser's Ridge, Claire and Jamie face one last battle, not just against external enemies, but against time itself. A series of tragic events leads them to a devastating choice: risk everything to protect their family, or allow fate to take its course. Fans are speculating about a final scene where Claire and Jamie stand together, surrounded by those they've loved and lost, making peace with what's to come. Some believe they may die together in a quiet, poetic moment. Others think they'll be separated by time travel, one stuck in the past, the other in the future, leaving their fates forever unknown. But that's not all. One of the biggest shocks may come from Brianna and Roger's son, Jemmy. Earlier in the season, it's revealed he cannot time travel like his parents. But in the finale, something changes. A dramatic twist involving Fraser's Ridge and its mysterious connection to time portals suggests Jemmy might develop time travel abilities under extreme circumstances. Perhaps it's an act of survival, a moment of desperation, that unlocks his potential. If that happens, it could open the door to future Outlander stories centered around Jemmy's journey through time. Imagine a final scene where he steps through the stones, holding an artifact from his grandparents, setting off on a new adventure. That kind of ending would satisfy fans while leaving room for a spin-off. Speaking of spin-offs, the producers have remained silent about the future of the Outlander universe, but fans have noticed subtle clues in recent interviews. Cast members have hinted that the story may continue in some form. A spin-off focusing on William Ransom, or perhaps a younger Jamie Fraser, isn't out of the question. The introduction of characters like Amaranthus Grey and Captain Cunningham also feels deliberate, as if the show is planting seeds for future narratives. If Season 8 ends on a cliffhanger or with a major reveal, that could be the signal that Outlander is far from over, even if this chapter is closing. Now, let's address the most controversial theory, a betrayal from within. Some believe that a long-trusted character will betray Claire and Jamie in the final episodes. Names like Ian Murray or even Fergus have come up in fan discussions, but the most likely suspect might be someone newer, someone like Elizabeth Cunningham. Her sudden arrival, along with her father's ambiguous motives, makes her a prime candidate for a shocking betrayal. If she's working with an enemy force, Or if she's hiding a secret that endangers Fraser's Ridge, her actions could lead to a devastating loss. And then there's the death we don't see coming. Every great finale has one. A character we thought was safe, someone who seemed untouchable, may not survive. Whether it's Ian, Fergus, Marzali, or even Roger, Season 8 needs a loss that hits hard. Executive producer Meryl Davis said in a recent interview that the final episode broke the cast emotionally. That tells us someone beloved won't make it. Fans are preparing for heartbreak, and the writers are likely counting on that emotional impact to make the finale unforgettable. Let's not forget about the unresolved mystery of the stones. For years, the mechanism of time travel has remained vague, but season May 8th finally explain it. In the final episodes, Claire discovers ancient writings near the stones that could reveal why only certain people can time travel and why Fraser's Ridge is such a hotspot for these events. If this truth is exposed, it could explain everything about the Frasers' destiny and why they were chosen for this incredible, painful journey. But with knowledge comes risk. Protecting that knowledge might require sacrifice, and someone may have to stay behind, guarding the stones forever. As for the final scene of the series, fans are torn. Will it be hopeful or tragic? Some believe we'll see Claire and Jamie living quietly in their old age, looking out over Fraser's Ridge, surrounded by their children and grandchildren. Others believe the show will end in mystery, perhaps with a sudden time travel event that leaves the ending open. One popular theory is that Jamie, who couldn't time travel before, may finally cross through the stones in the last moment. That would be the ultimate twist, flipping the story's rules and giving the series a symbolic, bittersweet ending. No matter how it ends, Season 8 is going to stay with fans for a long time. It's not just the end of Outlander, it's the end of a world we've grown to love. The battles, the love stories, the heartbreak, the time travel, it all comes down to this final chapter. And even if we don't get every answer, the journey will have been worth it. The final message of Outlander may be simple. Time can separate us, fate can test us, but love is eternal. So, as we wait for the premiere, one thing's clear. Outlander Season 8 will be a storm of emotions, revelations, and unforgettable moments. Share your theories and predictions in the comments. Which characters do you think will survive? Who might betray the Frasers? And could this truly be the end, or just the beginning of a new Outlander story? Let's talk about it, because the end is near, and we're not ready to say goodbye.